Understand, if you don't die young, you'll die old.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have with us another Detroit bass player, Mr. Alvin Grimes. How you doing, bro?
I'm alright, how are you?
I'm fine, man. Assisting us in this, you know, we in the basement. You know, you heard of the basement, right?
Yeah, this is my first time being down here. This is a real treat. I feel very honored to be around so many hot players.
Okay, and also in the basement, speaking of hot players, we got a Detroit bass player right there, man. Yeah. Last time you sitting close, now you way over there. I forgot to say his name, Mr. Mike Fredericks.
Cheers.
A Detroit bass player hanging out in the basement. We also have, of course, Reginald Canty in the basement. And then we got Mr. Robert Patterson.
Yes, sir.
And then that's what you go by, Robert?
Yes.
Okay. You don't go by Bob or or William or something like that?
No alias.
Okay, and we also have in the house with us
Brother Mike Rich.
Mike Rich, man, my man.
Holding it together. Mike's got to stick together.
That's right.
Man.
Keep it clean.
Yes.
Ooh, man. Well, all these fine bass players, also including this myself, Big Eye.
Right.
And we here, we're going to be talking to and interviewing this defined Detroit bass player, Mr. Alvin Grimes, man. How you doing again?
I'm fine. I'm glad to be here.
Okay, the first question I always like to ask, it might be kind of weird in your situation, but when you start playing and why?
Started playing actually
The bass, I mean.
The bass, 68. I heard Larry Graham say, I'm going to add some bottom so that the dancers just can't hide, and I said, God, I got to do that. I tried to play trumpet, but I didn't have a lip for it. And then in 69, I saw Hendrix at Cobo Hall, and I said that was the type of music I wanted to play. So as opposed to getting James Jamerson and Willie Weeks, I was listening to Jack Bruce, Felix Pappalardi, Tim Bogert, people like that. And in a way it was cool, but in another way it wasn't cool because I missed a lot of other stuff. Now I wish I would have listened, you know, played more like James Jamerson. I wish I would have listened to Willie Weeks more and people like that. So actually I'm coming back to get that.
Right, so what I was saying, which is kind of weird, is that we know that you started playing at 68, but normally I ask how long have you been playing, but you say you stopped a little bit?
Right. I played from 68 up until 81, and then I just stopped. My band broke up, and it was like, I don't know, man, it's like the desire to play just died. I started working on screenplays. I've written screenplays, novels, things like that, short stories and poetry. And then in 2009, my old drummer called me up, got in touch with me on MySpace. And you know, said, man, why don't you come on out? I got a studio at the house. This was in Los Angeles. And, you know, my guitar had dust on it, literally. So I went out there, and it was cool. And then I went back home, and I wrote a tune. And then I went back out there and played some more, and I went back home, and I wrote about 3 more songs. And then we got in touch with the other guitar player who was living in Detroit at that time. And we got in touch with another guitar player who was in our band who was living in Boston. So since 2009, we put together about 15 songs just using Pro Tools. And we got together last year for a reunion. First time we've been in the same room since '85. And we did 9 songs in 3 days, man. It was good. It was really
that's
good.
real nice,
yeah.
man.
And we're on YouTube, and you know, we're trying to put together a CD. But everybody else kept on playing, right?
Right.
So my guitar was, you know, drummers, and I'm like, and I'm like, you know, it's embarrassing, you know, it's just embarrassing. So I'm looking, I've spoke with Lamont Johnson, who said he was, you know, going to take the time and teach me. So
Great teacher.
Another Detroit bass player.
Yeah, another Detroit bass player. So I'm looking forward to that. And I mean, you know, it's like it's like getting back on it again. I mean, like I said, once you, it's like riding a bike. You know, once you learn, you know, you don't ever forget. But my stamina sucks. You know, I need to get some more scales in. I need to get my bridge in.
They have pills for that.
I got mad and got into a fight, hit somebody in the mouth, and got fight bite on this knuckle here. So that's weirdness on the spread. But you know, I find myself now composing more on the instrument, and it's kind of cool.
Okay. Now, if I can just back up a little bit, you started playing in '68.
Mm-hmm.
That bass you got look just as old. What is the heck is that you got in your hand?
It's a '69. I bought it from my guitar player in Los Angeles. Paid him $200 for it.
A '69 what?
Precision.
Precision what?
Fender Precision bass.
Oh, okay. I can't see from over here.
Oh, okay. And my first guitar was a Gibson EVO, because I was really into Jack Bruce and Felix Pappalardi. Then I got an EV3, and then I went to this, and I've had it ever since.
Wow, that's nice, man. I haven't seen the '69 original '69 Fender Precision up close and personal since '69. I
Dig that.
You know.
That's sweet.
Yeah, that's a nice space there. The question. Oh, who's some of the? Are you listening to any bass players now? When you stop playing, did you keep following music? Who you been listening to on the bass?
That's an interesting question. I mean, like everybody else has been listening to Wooten, you know. I came up listening to Stanley, but I'm into Doug Pinnick from King's X. I love the tone he gets out of that bass, man. Every time I go see him, it's like you just, I don't know, to me, playing bass is like riding a rhinoceros bareback or a Clydesdale. You know, it's just raw power. And I love what he does on that instrument, the way he makes it sound. He doesn't play a lot of notes, but it's like Pappalardi used to do, he does what's necessary to augment the guitar player, you know. And that I'm really independent.
Pappalardi, Leslie West.
Yeah, I'm really independent. I like what he's doing. I like the way he writes too.
Okay. Well, what you got up for the future, as far as the music and instruments is concerned?
Well, I want to get, after what my man Micah said here, I got to get a fretless. You know, I got to grab a 5-string fretless.
Instrument, man.
Yeah.
Not just any fretless. That'd be 5 strings. Any fretless.
Right. But I want to. I've been bouncing around. I want to get a 5-string fretless. Right. I want to learn how to play 5-string anyway, because everybody's doing it, and it gives you a dimension that I just never had when I was playing. You know, you can never get that low.
Yeah,
and
you know,
it was frustrating. You know, you would hear the thing in your head, but you could never get that low. And when I was playing, they weren't doing drop tuning and all that. You know, you just played, and that was that. You know, and I go back to the Ampeg SVT days. So, like, when I see something like this, it's like, you got to be freaking kidding me. 900 watts, and you don't need 3 people to carry it? You know, so
now, to clarify what you're talking about, it's a little bag. It's a little bag right behind those basses there, and inside that bag is a 6-pound, 900-watt streamlined Jens Benz.
That's amazing. You know, like I said, I hadn't been to the, you know, like this.
I'm gonna have to look at this.
Reg has got a cord here that I've never seen where it's got a button on it. You know, I'm like, what?
He's like, you remind me of Brandon Fraser in that movie where the guys were still back in the past, even though it was future time.
Yeah, who's the guy? Rip Van Winkle. That's another character. I feel like I woke up, like they got aluminum speakers now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you go to Guitar Center, you can actually pick up a, 610 cabinet. You go, what the hell? So, I mean, it's amazing what's happened now.
They have pedals that have talent switches built into them.
Yeah.
Well, I need a couple.
No.
I need a couple.
You leave them alone. Those are
I need the stuff box. I want 1,000 programs.
Yeah, I need a rack version.
I know. Let's go through that. I want Ego Booster.
Yeah, super talent boost.
Oh, yeah.
Technique. Yeah. So, I wanted to see how far we can go with this band. We broke up in 81. We were running neck and neck with the Bus Boys in L.A. And it was like, when we were playing, there wasn't a lot of black people playing rock and roll. So, yeah, I can tell you some stories. We ended up doing a gig one time for the Aryan Brotherhood Biker Club. And it's like, seriously, man, we show up and it's like, you got to be freaking kidding me. You know, I mean, they got the lightning bolts, the SS tattooed on the neck and everything, and like, they were calling us everything but a child of God. And I'm saying, just don't let nobody throw a beer bottle, just, you know. And we were playing really hard rock and roll at that time. And we, by the end of the fourth song, though, they were hugging us and kissing us and carrying us around. And you know you're in when they introduce you to their girlfriends, right? So it was great. It was really good. Of course, we got out of there before they changed their mind. You know, but it was that sort of thing. Just wasn't a lot of brothers on the scene. And when I was playing in '68, you know, there were very few brothers playing rock and roll in the city. So it was real interesting. Because we were doing like a lot of Black Sabbath, so I was playing a lot of Terry Butler type stuff. It was another one of my favorite bass players. You know, I was always in power trios, so you know you ripped a lot, you ran a lot, and you know it was a lot of stuff I wish I could have got, but that I didn't get.
Okay, man. Well, you know, in fact, what's the name of that band that you talking about? In case we wanna.
We're calling ourselves Veteran.
All right, and it probably wasn't no footage back when y'all was back in, you know, because they ain't had cameras back then.
No, man, it's you know the real stuff, and it's all acid torn up by now. I mean, last time we were in the studio, we were doing 8-track demos, man. So
right, wow.
I do that on my phone now.
Yeah, I know. 'Cause my drummer's got all digital stuff in his house, and my guitar player's got this stuff. It's all digital, and I just go, you know. What do I plug in? You know, that's where I'm at.
Okay, well, we appreciate you coming to hang out with us. How did you find out that we was doing this roundtable thing, man?
On Facebook, and by just surfing Facebook, I ran across Detroit bass players, and I went, "Now that's interesting." And then I saw the picture that everybody took in front of Motown, and I went, "Oh, that's great! You know, I wish I could have known that." So then I started going on, and Reg reached out to me. And
Reg reaches out to everybody.
Yeah, told me about it. And see, I just moved back to Detroit in 2009, so I don't know a whole lot of people anymore. You know, it's a lot of people are gone, dead, or crazy, whatever. You know, and so I'm trying to meet new people. So when Reg reached out to me, I was like, "Thank you," because I would like to get in with a fellowship like this.
Right, that's pretty cool, man. Have you swung by the DetroitBassPlayers.com yet?
No, I haven't. I just found out about that today.
Yeah, when you sign up for that, and it's the same basic information, but it allows you to look at all the information that you would normally see on the Facebook page. But you know, on Facebook, you put the information on there, but if you wait a couple hours, it doesn't scroll out of sight.
And you never see it again.
And so you don't have that dynamic on the website. It's all there.
Right.
All the
categories.
All the categories and all
I give it
blogs, all the people.
I give it 2 years before it actually. I give it about 2 years before the DetroitBassPlayers.com actually people start going and
you know, we discount the amount of penetration. Y'all don't see the same screen I see.
No,
But if you consider the fact that you do an interview on somebody, and when you post it, it shows up on the feeds of everybody that's a member of Detroit Bass Players, and the open feeds of all their friends. Not alone, not just on Facebook, but it's on the website, and you can access your interview on YouTube. So that's a lot of penetration. That's a lot of penetration into the internet market, and we're not really up on how deep the internet market goes. The younger people learn that the older you get, the more disdain they have for what's happening on the internet. I can't get the old dogs to get on. Come on, man, get on. We need you. They say, "Oh, I join," but I can't communicate with you if you're not on here. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And they're just not there. But it's a powerful tool.
It'll pick up
at the right time. For this to happen, you get the right circumstance, the right people trying to create the circumstance. Get out the way, because it's gonna happen.
Okay, cool. Okay, so like I tell everybody, man, even though I don't really mean it, we don't want to keep you, man. So anybody else got any questions for this fine bass player?
I sure do. There you go, lad.
Wait, let me get the camera on you.
DetroitBassPlayers.com.
Now, first of all, who is this again?
Michael Rich.
Why was you just poking me in my arm, man?
Because I didn't want you to go away. I wanted to ask a question about an aspect you didn't do.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let me ask you. I noticed you started singing too, so is that one of your fortes?
Yeah, I'm a better singer than I am with basses. You know, but it's like I like writing music with the bass, and then so like if you sing and play, it's kind of like you know, the old pat in the stomach and going at the same time, so your stuff.
It sure is, man,
kinda
because
works
I can't
out.
speak. I mean, if you ask me to speak to you while I'm playing, you interrupted my playing. That's no lie. So singing and playing is out of the question.
Yeah, I think personally, I would say I'm a better singer than a bass player, but I got too much ego to allow somebody else to play bass in my band, if that makes any sense. If that makes any sense. Because I figure if I'm going to write the song with a bass around my voice, then I want to play it. So, you know, it's that sort of thing. But yeah.
It takes a lot of hand and eye coordination with doing all that
Yeah,
stuff.
it's tough. That's my.
That's a tough gig.
That's you shut us down. You sing. Oh man, what you talking about? Sing.
So I've been backing up people forever, and I'm kind of done doing it, and I'm gonna step up and do my thing, and I'm gonna be doing that, singing and playing.
It's cool. It's cool.
It's tough, but it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun because you get to flirt with the girls, and you know.
I did.
Well,
They all need to sing this flirt. Oh man.
Anybody else got any questions for this fine bassist?
Let me ask you, do you play anything else? Keyboard?
Just bass.
Just bass.
Just
Ain't
bass.
just bass. Bass is it?
Yeah. That's all I've ever wanted to play. You know, it's
Me too.
I'll sit on a piano and bang out some chords or something like that, and then put something to it. But then I'm automatically thinking, what would I do on a bass to it? You know, so this is all I want to do.
Man, but one of the most incredible guys I used to see that does what you talking about, singing and playing. When I was playing with Diana, we did a show with her.
Now, Diana who?
Pete Cetera?
Pete Cetera?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, he's phenomenal.
So Reggie used to play with Diana Ross, y'all. I didn't even know that.
He was off the top. I said, man, I don't know how you do
Yeah,
this.
he's a phenomenal
But they wasn't
player.
playing no simple stuff.
They're playing some stuff.
Right.
And I said, oh man, I was blown away.
Another one
watching
you
him.
want to talk about deceptive.
I was so glad that they made us come on first. Oh, because I mean, I wear a goatee right now, so you won't see the scar from when my jaws were hitting the ground. But that's just how it hit me, you know what I mean? You think, you know, you're doing your job well, but it's always somebody, don't go out there and talk about your job, because you know that you can do the job better, and there's somebody that'll eat you up.
And Cetera was awesome with that.
Yeah.
I tried to play
He
some of
was
the stuff
great,
that
man. He was great, and he was just relaxed with it. That's why I learned how not to tense up and relax. Just relax.
Sting
But the boy could play, too. If you took the singing away, he could play, too.
Oh, yeah.
And that was when Terry Cass was still with the band.
I saw them at U of D, man.
Hey, I can't keep doing this, y'all.
That was when Chicago.
Was banging hard.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
That was the band.
Ooh.
They were brutal when Terry Cass was with them.
25 or 64.
Oh, God, that's my song.
Yes.
That was the jam.
They was jamming. That was the jam. That was my band.
They
back
had
then.
so
I
much
loved
soul
them.
in that group when Terry Cass was with them. You absolutely. They made more money afterwards, but
Right.
you know.
And I was on the road when I got the news that he had died.
Yeah.
Oh man. And I mean, you hope to be able. So I see what these guys are talking about. That you do lose a dear friend, and you can't go. You hear about them gone long before, and they've been gone. You hear about like Jocko. I didn't hear about he was gone until the year after he was gone.
Yeah.
I was devastated, man. You know that.
Well, here recently we just lost Donald Duck Dunn. And if we're not including basses, I'm sure we lost a whole bunch of people, but just noteworthy.
Well, that's real significant because these guys have been around for a long time.
Thank you.
The
They
electric
shake the
bass,
sound.
electric bass is a really, really, really young instrument compared to whatever the other stuff
That's right.
that we're talking about.
Yeah,
So these are significant young. These are the lions that are falling off.
Last
now.
time I saw Donald Duck Dunn, he was on tour with Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young.
Yeah.
That was 2000.
Yeah.
That was a great show.
Yeah.
That was David Crosby Still Believes, man.
So
It's
how old?
incredible.
Let me see. Duck was what? 70?
Yeah.
72? Something like that.
Something like that. He was up
Yeah,
there.
he was old dude.
I mean, you talking about these guys that were pioneers back when record labels was just starting.
He was starting. I mean, he was kind of around when the instrument reached its legitimacy, because it was a bastard instrument for the first 10 years. Nobody wanted to play it. Nobody. It wasn't well designed. And then Bill Pender come out with one. Oh, but the guy who made it popular was Wes Montgomery's brother, Monk.
Oh, right.
He was playing it.
Oh, yeah.
10 years before it became popular, and they started listening to, oh damn, he was using it in integrated sense, solos, everything that they did, and then it caught on because there was no rock and roll and R&B
Right.
in 51.
Back then,
When
when
it
somebody was,
developed, the bass developed.
And they used to always
now,
say so-and-so playing Fender bass, if
Right.
you remember
Fender
that.
bass. Always a Fender
Always
bass,
Fender
yeah.
bass.
With exactly what you got in your hand and what I just purchased.
Hello.
This is my new baby.
Oh, wow.
I still got the doohickeys on it. It's
Still got plastic on it.
the
Brand new, ain't no
Fender Jazz Deluxe 5 2012 with the they say they call them with those noise reducing pickups, those new ones. Man, I got all kinds of hum coming through there. I don't know what they talking about. Yeah, but that's in active, but in passive, that's what I like about it. So that's another Fender. So we talking about the first Fenders. That's one of the first ones there, 15 years old from 51, 16 years old, and this is one of the newer ones right here, right there. So much shouts out to Mr. Leo Fender and crew. May he rest in peace as well. And if we want to contact you or reach out to you or hang out with you, where can we find you?
We're on YouTube, and we've got our own channel. It's called Veteran Rock Band, all one word. And it's just Veteran Rock Band on YouTube, and just enter, one of the songs we're pushing is See Me Coming. And another one is Tradition 5, which is dedicated to alcoholics and addicts. So just go to YouTube, enter Veteran Rock Band, all one word, and enter See Me Coming.
Well, the title of those videos alone gonna make me go watch them.
Right. See Me Coming is dedicated to the troops who are coming home from the war, various wars, and we're trying to push that with the brothers, you know, the veterans that are coming back home.
Okay, and if we just want to hang out with you personally online, where can we find you?
I'm at Facebook, and my name is Alvin Grimes. Just enter that, and I'll pop up.
Oh, okay. Is there anything you like to say in closing and before you play us out?
Not really. Just glad to have an opportunity to be in a room with so much talent.
Me too.
It feels great.
Well, we're really glad to have you, man.
Thank you.
I have to say that to everybody that sits in this room. I have to say it with conviction to everybody that sits in this room. I'm glad to have you here.
Appreciate it, man.
And if I didn't say it before, people who may be watching this around the world, you know, we got bass players in every corner of the globe. So the ones that's still here in Detroit, if you want to hang out with us, man, please do, man. Like some of them big boys, like Mr. Mike Fredericks over here, another big boy, got to look at Diana Ross from the back.
Nice. Yeah,
that's a good view.
Back.
That's a good view.
And we got a few more. You know, I'm not gonna say any names because you know who you are. Why don't y'all come and hang out with us in the basement and educate us? Because I ain't too old to still learn something about this instrument, man. I find something out new every day about this bass guitar. So y'all come on and join us. And even the little guy, the guy who just started playing yesterday, or like the girl that was here 4 months ago, if you just started playing and you want to hang out one of these round tables with us, come on to DetroitBassPlayers.com or Detroit Bass Players on Facebook. Holler at Reggie Canty or myself or Mike Rich. He can hook you up. Mr. Patterson here. All of us can hook you up. Anybody, just come and holler and come and hang out with us. 12 at a time, though. So come and hang out with us.
A little bit over that day, so we had a little couple.
And thank you, Mr. Grimes, Mr. Alvin Grimes, for hanging out with us. Can you just take us out with something?
Yeah, I'll be more than happy to.
Okay.
A little blues thing.
You gonna sing for us too, please?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
All right, cool.
So it's like. Johnny was a young boy, almost 4 years old. Held his bleeding body, felt it grow so cool. A coward with a fantasy, of being Corleone. Lousy poop, man are caught up in his trigger. Did his drive-by thing. Now the black may be gone. Can't you just hear the voices calling out to you? People are dying. Black man, what you gonna do? Something like.
All right.
Yeah, thank you.